Hey everyone, I'm Candace, and I'm here with the bookshelf tag, and I saw it on Lexi Vamp 666. I don't know who created it. I'll put it in the down bar when I'm done. But let's get started. There's about like 8 questions. So, number one, most interesting book on your bookshelf. I would have to say it's either this one, the Obake Files, just because it's a bunch of ghost stories from they're Japanese ghost stories that are based in Hawaii because obake means ghost in Japanese. So either that one or this one, which I haven't read, and I like World War II things. I really think they're really interesting. And this is called Nazi Hunter: The Wiesenthal File by Alan Levi, and it's about how Simon Wiesenthal hunted down Nazi war criminals. And it's a pretty big book, and the text is kind of small, so it's about 550 pages, and it's just about Simon Wiesenthal, I believe. He is when I was younger, I went to the Museum of Tolerance, and that's actually what started my interest in World War II. And I believe that Simon Wiesenthal is the one that created the Museum of Tolerance just to get people to know what really happened. And his family, he's a survivor of more than 4 years in the Nazi concentration camp, and all of his immediate family, except his wife, and more than 80 relatives, have been through that and everything, and so he just wanted to get the word out there, and so it's pretty interesting. I want to read it, but I got it a couple years ago and I haven't read it yet. So, what is the scariest book on your bookshelf? Needful Things by Stephen King. It's not the scariest book I've ever read, but it's the scariest one on my bookshelf, and it's upstairs. I don't have it right now. What is the book on your shelf that you can't live without? That would have to be Kill a Mockingbird because it is amazing, and I've reread it like 5 times, and it's just my favorite book ever. So, how many series do you have on your bookshelf? I think I have 3, but not the whole series. As far as whole series, I don't have any because, like I said, I don't collect books. So, well, I'm starting to now, but I haven't my whole life. I used to give them away and everything. So, I'm reading these off my phone. So, what book on your bookshelf has the most unique cover? I would say this one. It's Trip Underwood. It's So This Is Reading, and there's this band, The Unseen, and they're based out of Boston, and they're a punk band, and this is the bassist or the book, and I thought it was really really cool. So, what books on your shelf have you not read? Pretty much all of them because I'm starting my collection, and a lot of those I get from the library. So when I get books, they just go on my bookshelf, and I don't read them right away. So. What are the worst books you've read on your shelf? None of them really, but the worst book I ever read was probably Beautiful Disaster by Jamie McGuire. It's about a girl who, she comes from a family that gambled, and she comes to college to live with her best friend, and her best friend is dating this guy, Shep, and his best friend or his cousin, I think, is this guy Travis. And Travis is a typical bad boy. He sleeps with anything that walks, and he gets into fights, and he's just a typical bad boy. And then he ends up um, falling in love with her, and he does better, except that he is like obsessed with her, and he kind of stalks her, and she can't talk to certain people, or he will just get crazy and start hitting people and getting into fights, and it's a horrible example of what a relationship should be. Like, I feel really bad that girls, 14, 15 will read this and think that that's how you should be. Like, it was just horrible, and I just think it's retarded that so many people just say that it was amazing, and I just don't get it. But whatever. What book on your shelf holds the most meaning? I would say Beastly, and that is not because like the story was spoke to me or anything. It was a good book, but the reason is because I'm really weird, And if someone like a boyfriend or something were to buy me a diamond ring or something that costs millions and millions of dollars, that's great. I definitely appreciate it. But, me and my cousin used to give each other just stupid gifts. Like she bought me a case of Nesquik strawberry milk for Christmas one year just because it was an inside joke. And that meant more to me than, a $50,000 million ring would, because it was an inside joke and it meant something and it took a lot of thought. And so like me and my husband were at Target and I'd been looking for Beast Leaf for a while, and I wanted to buy it because it wasn't in the library, and I just really wanted to read it because I want to watch the movie. And he he was like, "Oh, we'll get it later," and then all of a sudden I couldn't find him at Target, and then I found him, and I was like, "Where were you?" And he's like, "Oh, I was buying stuff," and yeah, I was like, "Okay." So, we when we got up to the got to the car, he handed it to me. And it wasn't like an inside joke, and it wasn't something that made me cry or think it was really cute. But it was just something that was really cute. And like I said, I like little things like that. I like people doing small little things to surprise me, especially when it comes to books. So, like I said, I mean that was really really cute, and so that's probably the one that has the most meaning. But yeah, so that's the bookshelf tag. I tag anyone who wants to do it who hasn't already. And then I'm probably going to be doing a few more tags in maybe another video. So stay tuned for that. And thanks for watching and happy reading.